Okay, this is going to be a series of videos about order of operations for for people who think that order of operations is difficult. Not really, it's just something new, and new is hard for students sometimes. So, order of operations, we're going to start with a very simple problem. Just 5 plus 3 minus 2. Which one should I do first? 5 plus 3 or 3 minus 2? Many students right away will say 5 plus 3 because they're very used to doing whatever comes first as the beginning of the problem. And that's true for addition and subtraction. And then I would do 8 minus 2. My answer would be 6. What if I wrote the problem in a different order? So it would be 5 minus 3 plus 2. Which one would you do first? Again, the same exact thing. You would do 5 minus 3 first, 2, and then you would do 2 plus 2, 4. So the answer is different because the operations changed. Here's where it gets a little bit difficult. So if I take away these problems and I add in a multiplication problem. So instead of 5 plus 3 minus 2, we're going to do 5 plus 3 times 2. Order of operations. We normally tell students to memorize this, PEMDAS. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponents, which we're not going to worry about in this lesson, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. So the order in which you need to do these problems are as follows. Do you see any parentheses in this problem? No. Do you see any multiplication or division? Yes. That's the problem you need to do first. This is the very first time that this is happening to you as a student. You ask why? Many teachers have different explanations. 3 times 2 is a more complicated version of addition, having 2 3s or 3 2s. So we got to do that first. It's a little bit, you got to break it down. So 3 times 2 first. We all agree on doing that first. 3 times 2 is 6. And then we can do the 5 plus, which we didn't touch before. And the answer would be 11. Okay, what if I give you a new problem? And you have to do 5 times 2 plus 5 minus 2. Which one are you going to do first? Do you see any parentheses? No. Do you see any multiplication? Yes. That's the one we do first. And it turns out this one works out just like any student probably would want to do it anyways, all in order from left to right. So 10 plus 5 is 15, minus 2 equals 13. Step by step. But what if I change the operations a little bit? What if instead of doing times 2, I do plus 2 times 5 minus 2? Which one are we going to do first? As you're starting to learn, we need to do any multiplication or division before we do addition or subtraction. The multiplication problem that we see first is 2 times 5. We didn't touch this minus 2, so we're going to write it down again. We never touched this 5 plus, so we're going to write it down again. What do I do next? Well, whichever one comes first. There's a reason that the addition and subtraction are on the same level, because it's whichever one comes first. 5 plus 10 is 15. 15 minus 2 is 13. All right, that's video 1. You're going to want to go to video 2 when you're ready for more complex problems.